I know there is a ton of noise going on in the house at the moment, but I'm long overdue filming videos for the day I'm doing this, and I can't really do anything about the noise, so well, let's just get on with this. So hey, it's Harry Husky, and today I thought I'd take a look at something that I wasn't initially supposed to in the first place. I can't think of my life, where the hell I've put it. There it is, and my glasses keeps falling off. But anyway, basically I ended up receiving the item I'm about to show off because of a mix-up that an eBay seller did. What I ended up with was this, which is a romantic revolving starlights, yeah, that's it. Got a few details: made in China, projection lamp, night light, energy saving, multiple choice, 3C certification, small and exquisite sound, don't know what that's going to sound like, 10 speed dimming, USB charging and rotating function. And on here we have a little bit of text, so let's have a read of this, shall we? The sky suddenly seemed bigger, like the sea on the horizon, just like a sky converting everything, so peaceful, without a wrinkle, all the same deep blue, many stars hang above. I don't know whether the capital letter above each paragraph, and it doesn't need to be because there's no punctuation before that. Anyway, above, there seem to be countless eyes. Suddenly a ray of light, suddenly a ray of light, a ray of light moving to the west. A star falls to the west, quickly falling into the sky and disappeared. Well, thank you, that was very interesting. So this is what I ended up with, but what I placed an order for was something that I needed and is totally different. What I ordered was one of these. What I was supposed to be getting, I placed an order. This is ABS filament for a 3D printer. I ordered some of this stuff in purple. It's 1.5 millimeters in diameter and is a kilogram big, or weighing, of filament rolls. But how the hell can they possibly get the two modelled up? But basically they are going to send me the correct stuff I ordered. It will be basically this stuff in purple, and I shouldn't have to, they told me I didn't have to send this back, or at least I hope they will stick to that and won't end up having to change their mind. But anyway, so I'm just going to go straight into the unboxing right now, which is not something I do in the videos, and there was no tape on it, so digging right in. And also, for some reason, they sent me one in pink. If I can get it out with my paws, let's have a look at the thing itself. So here we have the light itself, which is wrapped in plastic. It is actually using, I think, USB Type B. So there we have the light. Somewhere in there is the cable. Oh, we got a remote for the light itself. I'll have to look deep into that. And we've got somewhere an instruction manual and... oh yeah, there's the cable. So... yeah, not really much else in terms of contents in the box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up on the coffee table, give a rundown of it, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to power it up and see where things go from there. Okay, so what I did for this one, because of how short the cable was, I didn't really have a USB extension or something. So what I basically did, I just hooked the light up to my power bank, and let's just see what the light is capable of doing. Okay, so what I have here is, of course, the starlight. I've got the remote here, which actually does have a little plastic tab on the back, solely to protect the terminals from connecting to each other, or connect. If I can actually get it out, yes I can. Just put that behind there, so it's kind of out of harm's way. Now I'm going to get my USB power bank. I just want to go over a couple of things actually. On the back, we obviously have our USB port. We have the infrared remote sensor. And on the back here, I know you probably can't see it very well, but there is a Bluetooth button. I'll show a close-up of it here. So just, I assume you hold that down and it activates the Bluetooth function. Also, I noticed on the bottom as well is the speaker, so that's presumably where the sound comes out. I just want to check that's still in shot actually. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so time to get this hooked up to the power bank. Wrong way around, of course I did. So we do have power, but okay, so I'm pressing the power button on the remote and literally nothing is happening at all. I feel what the hell is going on. Really? Okay, so that's the thing I didn't know about this. I don't exactly know what kind of difference that makes. Oh right, there it is. There's a switch on the bottom which I forgot. And okay, so there's two ways we can use. So if I put the top on, and we have that, which I will admit, that's not what I was expecting it to do at all. I was kind of expecting more something like this, as seen in a ad I found on YouTube. But it turns out that I definitely don't think that it's going to have that same effect. Let's just try and figure out some of the remote functions. I'm just going to test the power button again on this one. If I can get that to work. Okay, yeah, so we have badge to power it off. And if I can power it back on again, the other way. So I have to use this stylus because of how big my fingers are on my paws. So we've got power back. Let's see what the... Let's hold down the plus button and see what that does. Maybe just keep pressing it, press out. I don't exactly know what that does. That might have just increased the speed or something. So let's just try pressing the... Actually, maybe that could be the volume button. I'll look into that later. So let's just press the W. And we should get white. White, please. Let's try red. Okay, so the red works. Green. Yes. Blue. Blue, good. Now what about white? Ah yeah, finally we got the white working. Actually I'm not quite sure if you've been seeing it that well. Let me just go and turn the light off, the light on my camera off. Phew, let me just double check that. Let's just go back to red. If I can get it back to go into red. Come on. Red, I need... Oh well, you worked. Right, so we've got the green working now. There's a few other functions I just want to see. We've also got... oh no, there's the volume up and down buttons. I don't exactly know what the plus buttons at the top do. Might have to work for myself. But one thing I am going to try just very quickly, actually, now that... so that's... Okay, so I know you probably can't see it on the ceiling very well, but we have got the shapes and patterns on the starlight. Now that I've taken the dome off, they might be even on me as yeah, they are, that's so, what I'll do is I'll get a better video in the dark showing all of this, but I just want to try out the Bluetooth function very quickly. So if I maybe hold the button down, if I can... There we go. Okay, so we don't have a sound. I just want to make sure if there is something that's... Sorry, my camera's just stopped recording out of nowhere, so let's just try and see if anything does come up on the Bluetooth settings. Go on to Bluetooth. So I'm just looking at other devices, and hopefully something does pop up. If not, I'll just have to try the Bluetooth function. Again, let me just try placing it on the table. I've got all of the patterns shining into my glasses and I literally can't see anything. Let's try...蓝牙已开启. Hell, that scared me to death. Let's just... hang on.
系统已关机. 蓝牙已开启. 系统已关机. Okay, what I might have to do, I literally don't know what the hell it said. I'm going to have to
translate that from Chinese to English if I can, and see what I get. So we have
蓝牙已开启，系统已关机。
Okay, so there you have it. So
蓝牙已开启，
I assuming that means that Bluetooth is on. Okay, so we've got something in Chinese, so I'm going to press that, and that should be...
蓝牙已连接成功。
Okay, so this is going to be quite a wild ride. So let's just see what the Bluetooth function does. Because we've got to... Let's just try and... Actually, let's find something into my music library that I know won't get copyrighted. Okay, I didn't mean to play that particular song, and I don't know how much of that is going to get, but that was absolutely atrocious, that noise. And the worst part about that is that isn't even at full volume, so let's... Actually, I'm going to have to try and copyright... Actually, what I'll do is, I've actually started producing royalty-free music, so I'll give that a try. Okay, so the piece of music I'm about to play is actually something I produced myself. Now, I was originally going to release this on stuff like iTunes, Spotify, but because to me it didn't feel industry standard, it didn't feel quite worthy of being a release, and I didn't wasn't able to find anyone to do some vocals for it, so I've just released it as royalty-free, so it's free to download on SoundCloud, and you're free to use it in any videos you may please. But don't worry, I'm not going to be one of those bastards and just submit copyright claims, because I know that that's what a lot of people who do royalty-free music do, and they end up copyrighting them several years later. But don't worry about that. That is an extremely see you next Tuesday move, and I will never even think about doing that. In fact, that could be an idea for your future video, so watch this space. So anyway, here we go. So let's see how the hell this sounds. Now this is actually doing this thing I noticed with a lot of cheap Bluetooth devices, where it starts off with a little crossfade at the beginning, so you may notice it. There's a slight delay, it doesn't really pick up the very first thing it sort of does, but let's try this in full volume. I wonder if I can... turn the volume down this remote, but it's not really working. Okay, now it is. Okay, now the volume up button is working. It's just... Okay, that's what we're just going to try and do is have the speaker facing towards you, so that you could just hear how absolutely awful the sound is. I'm probably not even going to do it justice. It's very tinny and doesn't handle the bass very well. And also, in terms of, I was hoping that something like this would actually interact with the lighting and have do whatever the hell it even does. But literally it doesn't do anything. So that's just all the standard RGB playing on the remote. That's nothing to do with the music, but yeah, you can just hear how terrible that really is. Right, so what I'm just going to do is drop my fucking stylus. I don't know where's that going. Oh, I see it. Oh, I'm going to have fun editing this one. Okay, stop. Stop! Ah! Okay, now there's one thing I need to test out, and this is a thing I do with every speaker. So if you're in the UK and you have seen the View Cinema intro that was used from 2015 until 2020, it is the ultimate speaker test. So I'm just gonna play a bit of it. Probably let's just try. We can't even see that very well. Here comes the drop. Okay, so that. There is another version of that I can. Right, so there is another version uploaded by a user called Memes and that. The View Cinema intro, but the bass drop is too hard. Here we go. Okay, so it didn't blow that up, which I guess for that thing is pretty good in itself. There's one thing that needs to be done. Where to go to the? Okay, so we found it. The THX deep note. How the hell is it going to sound on this thing? Let's give this a shot. Very, very, very tinny that sounded, and it sounded like that something was layered over that. There was a lot of like I don't even begin to describe how the hell that even sounded, and I know it's going to sound very different down your end. But one final thing I do want to try. I don't know if you. I know that a lot of people will have probably some nightmares with the THX intro, particularly those in the US, because there was a version of the Broadway, logo that was released on VHS. The DVD one wasn't actually that bad, but I just want to play. Where's the DVD version? Okay, here we go. This is the DVD version. And now if we go onto the, bit of a delay there, but if we go onto the VHS version, holy fucking shit, this variant of the THX did go even to this day to me. Thankfully I never experienced this as a child, but God knows what would have happened to me if I did. This is truly terrifying. And it didn't do it for me that time because of how bad the speaker in that thing delivered it. So you know what, I think I've run through everything I can with that speaker, well particularly the light itself. And I won't point it out to the ceiling because it doesn't do a very good job at showing it, and the camera won't do justice, but the remote functions on this don't work properly, even though I have the sensor pointing directly at the receiver. Sorry, the transmitter pointing at directly to the receiver. So yeah, the functions are so irresponsive. The sound quality on the speaker is terrible. There's one thing I did hear about this. I was wondering if it can run off, because I did hear something about this in the manual, that it runs off its own battery, which, as we can see there, that is definitely the case. So I just want to try the speaker function one more time. So I don't exactly know how long it will last. on the battery, and quite frankly I don't care. And to save this video dragging out any longer, I'm not going to do any more audio tests on it on the battery, because you pretty much just get the idea of that already. So instead what I'm going to do is cut to a bit of footage of it in a completely dark room, so you can see how the lights actually functions. So here we go. So on that note, what do I really have to say about this? Not really a lot, because I had no idea I was going to receive this. I received it by complete mistake. I don't need to send it back. Don't exactly know what the hell to do with it, but it just doesn't function in the way how I thought it would, because I thought it was going to be like those star lamps that you see on the ads on TikTok that I showed earlier on in the video. But turns out it's totally different to what I was expecting. The controller is irresponsive. The Bluetooth speaker is just absolutely terrible and does not function and there's, like, for example, the lighting doesn't have any responses or doesn't react to the music, which I really think something like this should do, because the possibilities for something like that could be incredible. But with the technology behind this thing, there is no way that I can recommend this light to anyone. So, as tradition, yeah, so on that note, let's just go back to the earlier recording that I did. So yeah, that was the really? So yeah, that was the Romantic Revolving Star Lights, or so it's called. I don't exactly know what I'm going to be doing with it after I'm filming this video and after I've finished with it in general. Probably going to see if there is anybody else that wants, because I don't exactly know what to do with this thing. I don't really have much of a use for this thing, and it doesn't look well in my bedroom with where I can play, because I'm actually quite limited in terms of where I can place it. But hopefully somebody out there will want it and be able to take it off my hands. I'll probably just give it away, since I didn't really pay anything for it. With what I initially ordered will be coming along the way soon. So this is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you do like what you see, check out some of my other videos on the channel, and do subscribe if you like what you see, because it really does help me out give a better future, and really does help support me a lot. So thank you so much again, and goodbye for now. Mwah.